So over the last couple of years, body cam police videos have just gone wild. These things are racking up millions upon millions of views, and everybody just loves to watch people get incriminated. It's nuts. And overall, I guess this is a good thing, because now that police officers have to wear these body cams, police officers now will have to be accountable, because it's like, who knows what police officers did behind closed doors before body cam footage. But now we can see what happens when officers go out and about in public. We can see how they treat people. We can see if someone's a victim or not. We can see how things actually go down. However, I think there's a bad side to the body cam footage, okay? And I'm not saying for a second that these criminals, which is what they are, criminals need to pay their time. You do the crime, you got to pay the time. However, if you deal in the police system for any length of period of time, then you would know about something called rehabilitation, okay? And the aim is, okay, cool, they serve their time, but the aim of the game is for them never to come back in there ever again. And I personally think that the body cam footage is going to make crime 10 times worse. First of all, we got to check out the crazy amount of views that these police body cam videos are getting. It's wild. 272k views, almost 1 million 2 days ago, 500,000 a day ago. Nuts. And let's go to like the highest ones, highest view counts. You got one with 98 million, Lord God, 69 million, 51 million in Walmart. And this is like recent, 3 years ago, 5 months ago, 61 million. 1 year ago, 38 million views. And these are getting so popular to the point where there's literally channels popping up left, right and centre who are just based around uploading these body cam videos. And the way they're getting them is not because it's their content, it's because something called freedom of information, okay? Because the police work for us, we have a right to what they do for us, because we're the one that pay for them. With our taxes, we pay for the police. So anyone could do this. You can go on government websites and you can say, I would like footage of this and this case, and then bam, the police officers have to give it to you. At least that's how it works in the US and in the UK. So loads of these channels are just popping up left, right and centre, literally aiming to just claim these videos from the government, upload them, and then bang, there's not much work needed except for, like, you know, look, for example, except for like a few subtitles and stuff at the very beginning, look. And this has got
what began as a 911 call about a suspicious.
That's probably AI commentary.
Woman wandering around
a few subtitles, boohoo.
People for a ride or trying to steal their keys quickly.
And then after that, they just let the footage play. And these are gaining millions upon millions of views.
My car took off.
Few subtitles here and there. And that's what claims people 1 million views plus. And there's so many channels on YouTube where they're actually putting hours and hours of work into their videos and editing. And these guys just claim the core footage from the government, bang, upload it, make loads of money. But what I'm saying in today's video is, especially in the body cam videos where they're committing petty crime, is that now your face is going to be plastered all over the internet forever. Millions of people are going to see you commit that petty crime, maybe stealing a few clothes from Walmart, maybe stealing some gas, maybe stealing a book from the bookstore, small petty crimes. Millions of people are now going to see that. And now that's marked on your life forever. This is worse than a criminal record, and I'll tell you why. If you're applying for a job now and then the employees say, hey, I know that guy. I saw her on the police body cam footage. She stole a mop and a bucket from Walmart that one time. Bang, you're not getting a job now. This is going to stain people's records for life. And now in the cases where they do crazy crimes like steal big cars and burgle people's houses and mad stuff, yeah, fine. But, you know, my heart is a little bit... I've got to be careful with what I say here, because I'm not trying to back the criminals here. Hell no. If you do the crime, you pay the time. But what I'm saying is, sometimes in life, especially when you're a teenager, you're young, and you go through some hard times, you might do a stupid mistake. Especially these body cam footages when you're drunk and stuff, and you're talking to the police officer really badly. But it's because you're drunk, and you just do these one-off stupid things. And then, because of this body cam footage now, you will never have a normal life ever again. Think about all the times you've done something stupid or silly, and imagine if that was put all over the internet. Okay, we've all done a few foolish things. Now, I'm not saying we've done stuff as stupid as stealing stuff or being rude to officers, whatever, but we've all done stupid things. And I'm sure all of us have certain things where if it was put on the internet, like recorded and put on the internet, you know, you'd be really, really upset, and maybe life would be really hard for you after that. And I'm talking about criminals like, for example, this woman here stole some stuff from Hollister Bodycam footage. She just stole about $1,000 of Hollister footage over like, I think about a year or something.
Hello. All right. So big picture. We have, this is Marie. She has taken some merchandise over like the past year, I would say. And we've got that merchandise here. She was nice enough to bring it back to us today. She never more. This whole pile? Yes, sir. So it's 26 items valued at $750, $70 before tax. However, it is under in each separate occasion. She never took this all. Like, this is over an extended period of time. So if you guys wanted to go about it for a theft, then you can. I understand the state law, so if you guys need to handle it a different way, I understand as well.
Like, this is the kind of woman which I call opportunist.
For 2 years. So, like, this is the one I was talking about.
Like, she ain't no real hardcore criminal. Like, come on, guys. And this video now has 2 million views, okay? No matter which job she goes to, someone's going to say, I saw that video of you on YouTube. Someone's going to click the fingers, and now she'll just be fired from every job she comes to, and no one will ever trust her. I'm sure she's a perfectly nice girl, but if I happen to hire her right now and I saw this video later, and she's gone. She ain't working for my company ever again, even though she could be a perfectly nice, wonderful girl. This is going to make criminals like her, especially the petty criminals, think, you know what, what's the point of even carrying on in life? I'm already on the system now. I'll never get a job ever again. I'll never live a normal life ever again. Let me just keep doing crime. Because their videos are out there for everybody to see. She will never live a normal life ever again. Because people will eventually catch her out. It's kind of like the OnlyFans models, okay? They will never live a normal life ever again because, you know, their nude body is all over the internet, okay? But the difference between an OnlyFans model and her is in the first analysis, the OnlyFans model consented to being in a video. That was the whole point, being in a video. But indirectly, by being a criminal, now these people that are doing petty crimes are now on these videos for life, forever. And now they just won't be bothered to become good or keep trying to be clean or whatever, because it's over for them anyway, so they may as well stay in the crime. And a lot of criminals say stuff like, I'm so far deep into it that I may as well stay into it because I have nothing else to live for. Well, that applies to a lot of hardcore criminals, but with these petty crime criminals now who have got these body cam footage videos all over the internet, I believe that they're just not going to be bothered to want to change anymore, because it's over for them. No matter where they go, they're going to be judged, harassed, and abused. Now, again, I'm not saying they don't deserve what they deserve, because, I mean, God, you know what you're doing by doing these crimes. But all I'm saying is, if these videos continue to be out there in the public, what I'm saying is, in the final analysis, is there will be more crime, because these petty criminals will just turn hardcore because they've already jumped into the beginning of the crime. May as well go all out with it now because they're already in the system. They're already on video. They're already on YouTube. Bare TikTok views. And this isn't even just like on YouTube. Obviously, these videos go on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, racking up millions upon millions upon millions of views. Once the criminals' cousins, family, aunties, nephews, nieces, colleagues see this, it's over for them. Now, I'm not saying they don't deserve it. All I'm saying is, in the final analysis, it's going to be a net negative to society, because these criminals who started off as petty criminals will progress into more hardcore crimes because they feel like they have no other choice but to make money by doing crime now, because they will never be hired ever again. They won't be allowed visas. Imagine wanting to move to America for a better life now, and then, you know, the immigration see that on YouTube on you. It's done. You're done. Even if it's a small crime like stealing $750 worth of clothing from Hollister, which in actuality is actually worth like $20 in terms of their raw materials. Okay, these are small petty crimes. Now, when it comes to people that are doing like big level fraud, going into banks, frauding signatures, people that are stealing Range Rover, I've seen some crazy stuff, like people stealing in airports, people doing really abusing officers, beating them up. Yeah, let those guys burn for all I care. But these small little petty criminals, I don't know what it is, but I have a small little warm heart in my body for them, because it's like, I want these people to turn around. You know, I do a lot of work with charities and organizations both in the UK and America, which help people turn it around. And I've seen criminals who start off doing the small stuff turn it around. They're now in college, now have wives or husbands. They now are going to university or college in America, and they've changed their lives around. They're now productive members of society, and they're actually working, and they're putting into the system instead of taking away from it. But my intuition tells me that with these body cam police videos, they're only going to get more and more viral, more and more famous. But the longer that we keep them coming out onto the internet, the more that this problem of society of crime will increase, because there's no other choice for them, really. Now, I'm not saying I have an answer for this, because at the end of the day, you know, someone steals from my shop, you know, I want to see the body cam footage, you know what I'm saying? It's my right now to put it online, because like, raw, you did the crime, pay the time. But all I'm saying is, it's not just like a couple of people dying in the war for the greater good. What I'm saying is, these videos going onto YouTube and cracking up all these millions of views all over social media on YouTube is not for the greater good. So we have a problem here. I don't know how to fix it, but I just want to point it out. This is the Hezron Springer Show.